Hi, listeners. Welcome back to Listen. Today, we're going to dive into, that's a phrasal verb, meaning to explore or investigate thoroughly, the booming world of high-paying jobs in artificial intelligence. Booming just means rapidly expanding. And I'm going to tell it as a story so you really get what's happening, so you really understand what's happening in this exciting career landscape. Before we jump in, let's set the stage. Let's look at the overall picture. So we have the rise of AI and what it means for jobs. If you imagine a workshop full of inventors and builders, now imagine that workshop is the global economy. Over the past few years, artificial intelligence, AI, technology that enables machines to learn and perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, AI, has stepped into that workshop, has entered that workshop, stepped into it, and turned the place upside down. This is an idiom, which means to completely change something, usually in an unexpected way, turn the place upside down. In other words, AI is reshaping jobs and creating entirely new ones. We're not just talking about engineers here. We're talking about data scientists, product managers, people who bridge the gap between business and AI tech. To bridge the gap is an idiom. This means to connect two different areas or ideas successfully. They are bridging the gap between business and AI tech, and specialists who take models and roll them out. This means to launch or implement something. You roll out a new project, for instance, and they take these models and roll them out into real-world systems. I'm going to talk about the data that's available in the US for now. And according to recent data in the US, top AI roles can pay between about $160,000 and over $350,000 per year. That's what we call a six-figure salary. Income with at least 6 digits before the decimal point. For example, $100,000. And this is for expertise in deploying AI at scale, widely. So who are the top earners in AI? I'll break that down. I'll explain it in parts. To break something down is a phrasal verb. To divide something into parts, to explain it. These are some of the hottest jobs, the most in-demand jobs. And this is to make sure you understand them and how we talk about them in real life. First, there's something called an MLOps engineer. MLOPS. This stands for Machine Learning Operations. This is a field that focuses on deploying and maintaining machine learning models in real life. You can think of this role like an orchestra conductor. They keep all of the technical parts working smoothly together. These professionals make between $160,000 and $350,000 plus a year, especially in tech hubs, tech centers like San Francisco and New York. To deploy, by the way, is to put software or tools or systems into active use in real-world situations. Then we have AI infrastructure specialists. These specialists are the architects of AI systems, the people who build the foundation that AI programs run on. They need to understand things like cloud computing and systems architecture. Infrastructure is the basic framework or systems that support a technology or a service. And salaries for infrastructure specialists are comparable to MLOps roles. They can exceed $350,000 a year in certain locations. Then we have machine learning engineers. Many listeners will have heard this one before. Machine learning engineers, they design and train the AI models themselves. If AI is a car, these engineers are under the hood, fine-tuning how the engine runs. When we talk about tuning or to tune up, this is to improve performance by making technical adjustments. So a machine learning engineer can earn from around $90,000 in the US up to $300,000, depending on experience and location. Then we have AI research scientists. These professionals push the limits. To push the limits is an idiom. It means to go beyond the current best standards. They push the limits of AI. That just means they are discovering new techniques and writing the algorithms of the future. An algorithm is a step-by-step set of instructions computers use to make decisions. Their salaries, the salaries of AI research scientists, can also be in the range of six figures, with top researchers earning well into the mid-hundreds of thousands. Next, we have AI product managers. When we talk about AI product managers, we're not talking about someone who is only technical. This job is about understanding both technology and business strategy. A product manager is a professional who guides the success of a product and coordinates between teams like engineering, design, and business. So these AI product managers, they connect the dots. An idiom. This means to understand the logical connections between things. They connect the dots between what AI can do and what customers actually need. This is a very valuable skill that can command high pay, high salaries. So what skills actually matter? If we zoom out, if we look at something from a broader perspective, we zoom out, beyond just the titles, what are employers really looking for? This is what the fastest growing companies want, according to research. They are looking for people who can take AI from theory to launch. This is a phrasal verb, which means to turn an idea into something real and functional, take it from theory to launch. So this means they are looking for people who don't just understand AI concepts, but can make them work in a real product. They need to be comfortable with various tools, various types of software that help run applications, plus cloud platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, all critical for AI jobs. There are frameworks like TensorFlow and PyTorch, which are libraries used to build and train neural networks. And employers are asking for familiarity with frameworks like these. A framework is just a structure that provides support for building something specific, like software. So if you're thinking, I want in on this, you're actually in luck. You don't always need a PhD. Many companies care more about what you've built with AI than they do about your diplomas. If you are switching careers, start by building up AI skills slowly. To build up is a phrasal verb. It means to increase or develop. You can take beginner courses, work on small projects, then level up over time. To level up is another phrasal verb. To improve to the next level. A career changer is a person who switches from one profession to a completely different one. And in fact, careers with AI skills now offer a wage premium, which means people with AI skills can earn significantly more than similar roles without them. So career changers are looking at this career path increasingly closely. So to wrap up, what's the big picture? Well, AI isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's not just a trendy phrase. It's a transformative force that's raising the bar. That's an idiom. Raising the bar means increasing standards or expectations. AI is raising the bar for high-paying jobs. Employers are competing to snag top talent. When you hear that word, to snag, it just means to capture or recruit highly desirable people. In the case of top talent, to snag top talent. And you can position yourself to be one of those people at almost any stage of your career, from MLOps engineers to product managers. These are roles where you're not just working with AI, you're driving it forward. I want to give you some of the key vocabulary we used in this episode. Artificial intelligence, AI, is technology that enables machines to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, and decision-making, AI. A six-figure salary is an annual income of at least $100,000. To deploy, that's to put software, tools, or systems into active, real-world use. Infrastructure, the underlying systems, the hardware, the software that support technology and operations. Machine learning, this is a branch of AI that allows computers to learn from data and improve performance over time without being explicitly programmed. An algorithm is just a set of step-by-step instructions used by computers to solve problems or make decisions. Framework, that's a structured platform or foundation used to build software or applications efficiently. You'll hear cloud computing. This is the delivery of computing services such as storage, servers, and software over the internet. A career changer is someone who moves from one profession or industry into a completely different one. A wage premium is higher pay received because of specialized or in-demand skills. Product manager, this is a professional who guides the development and success of a product by coordinating between technical and business teams. AI infrastructure specialist. This is a professional who builds and maintains the systems that allow AI models to operate at scale. And you heard about MLOps, machine learning operations. This is the practice of deploying, monitoring, and maintaining machine learning models in production environments. The phrasal verbs we use today: to dive into. This is to begin exploring something in a deep and focused way. To turn upside down is to completely change or disrupt something. To bridge the gap, to connect two different areas, such as technology and business. To roll out, this is to introduce or launch a system or a product or a process. When we say break down, this means to divide something into simpler or smaller parts for easier. Tune up is to improve performance by making adjustments. Zoom out means to look at the bigger picture rather than the small details. To build up, to gradually develop skills or strength or experience. To level up is to improve to a higher level of ability or expertise. And you heard me say the word snag top talent. This is to successfully recruit or attract highly skilled people. And that is everything for this episode. Thank you for listening. Until next time, don't forget, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.